Hey everyone, Rob J here, and guess what? We hit another milestone, 400 subscribers. Yeah! Thank you so much to all my fans, all my viewers. I appreciate it so much. All the likes, all the comments. It just makes my day. You know, it makes me want to keep producing these videos and just I love doing the easy boss fights, easy final boss fights, and the button smash reviews. Those are actually getting some good reviews. I'm happy about that. You know, when I first started, there was no structure, and then I started structure, and I'm actually quite happy with the most recent one I did of Incredible Hulk. I really like that standard of it, so I'm going to try and continue that standard for the upcoming videos. But I just can't thank my fans enough, all the viewers. You guys are awesome. I hope everyone's being safe during these times of uncertainty. And also, another big shout out again to my script editor is Corey Dick. You're awesome, man. Keep being awesome. So just a little things in the works that everyone might have saw in the channel. I'm now playing Super Nintendo games. I do have a GameCube, and you probably saw Mega Man and Resident Evil 0 before on the channel. When I did that, I was kind of uncertain to continue it, but now I feel pretty comfortable, you know, doing 3D games. But again, I'm limited to what I have to record. I do use Elgato to record a lot of my gameplay, so don't worry about that. It's just my computer. I use an Apple computer to record a lot of my games as well as doing my editing, so I gotta be careful of how much wear and tear I put on it. But I'm really excited that I'm playing Super Nintendo games. I'm also using Retron 3 to play Super Nintendo games, and I found out that it does play. I gotta speak here. It does play reproduction games, and how I found that out was interesting story, kinda, is that I bought Turtles in Time here for the Super Nintendo, and when I put it in, it played perfectly. And when I looked at it, I'm like, huh, that's funny. The label at the top here is incorrect because usually it's just a plain font of what the game is. So I'm like, huh, that's interesting. And then also, the bolts here, the screws here are made of plastic, so that right away is fake. I should have known better, but again, I'm so used to collecting Sega Genesis games. I was like, oh cool, Turtles in Time, let me just buy that off of you, and I got it for 40 bucks, so that's not bad for reproduction. Usually a lot of reproduction online you can get for 40 bucks, so I'm like, why not? Plugged it into my Retron 3 and it plays it perfectly, so that's good to know that I can play reproduction games on my Retron 3. So you might see more reproduction games in the future of that. And you know, I got nothing against buying reproduction games, just because buying Turtles in Time, you know, online is like 60 to 80 bucks, and that's, to me, that's a lot of money. The most expensive game I've bought in like, not this year, but maybe years past, was probably Streets of Rage 3 and Wings of War, which kind of totaled to 80 bucks a piece, and that's a lot of money. So, and like, I'm looking online for some other Super Nintendo games like Captain Commando, and like 150, like that's ridiculous. You know, like, it's a great beat 'em up, but 150 is insane. I'm not gonna pay 150 for you know, a real, like, you know, like a real game like that. It's just, it's too much money for me. But you might see more reproduction games on the channel, and I kind of like keeping the tradition of, you know, recording from a system. I want to keep that alive on the channel, so yeah, I really like doing that. To me, you know, it's a part of me growing up, you know, playing the Sega Genesis and playing a Super Nintendo at my friend's house. So sorry, I keep starting on my words there. I'm just so excited to hit 400 subscribers. And yeah, so you're going to see some more Super Nintendo games when I can get my hands on them. Easy boss fights are going to keep coming out, you know, and they're getting a little bit more. They're expanding a little more in terms of the content inside, just, and other than just, you know, defeating the boss. Like, I'm starting to add boss history when applicable, and I really like that. And you know, I've gotten some good responses of the boss histories I've done so far for the for Sodom, and as well as that Batman Spider-Man fight. So it's, to me, it's really fun to produce that. It takes quite a bit to do. So just keep in mind, if I'm doing an easy boss fight, there could be a boss history in there, and the production time could take a little bit longer than anticipated. Same with my milestone of 300 subscribers. I remember I said I want to do a button smash every month. That's not plausible as far as I know right now with my schedule. It takes a bit of time to play the whole game, kind of figure out what's wrong with it and what's good about it, and then kind of just, you know, create the content for it. So it's definitely not going to be a month per button smash. You're gonna see an easy boss fight definitely once or twice, or maybe even 3 times a month if I can get time to do so. But keeping the tradition with every milestone video, I'm going to talk about a video that was a little bit hard for me to work on. And this one is is going to be the Strider final boss fight. That video, I didn't realize when I was trying to export it, I ran out of memory in my Apple computer. So I had to export it in sections. And, I didn't understand why, but I guess because I added some, complex content to it, because when you're creating a video, creating a video is kind of like creating, stuff in Photoshop. There's layers, so there's layers on the video, and I guess I put so many layers in the video that it was just like too much memory. I can't export the whole thing. I'm like, really? You can't do that? So I had to export in sections, and I kind of had to see what the limits were, and I'm like, oh my god, this is a nightmare. I'm glad the way that the video turned out. The video turned out amazing, but just doing that whole section bit by bit by bit was insane. It was also frustrating because I had to keep writing down the time codes, be like, okay, I can stop it here. Okay, I can go from here to here. Okay, I can go over here to here, and it's seamless. Like, you don't see any skips, you don't see. So I did a good job. Pat on the back for that. Yeah, that was the worst video to work on in terms of from my previous milestone to my current milestone. So yeah, that's. There's no other one that tie with it at all. It's definitely the worst one I worked on. But yeah, I'm really excited to have 400 subscribers and to keep continuing the progress. I'm really excited just to see produce more easy boss fights. I'm also just excited just to see if I can get my hands on any more video games, any more Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, maybe NES. I'm not too sure. I definitely want to cover some Mega Man, but like, there's not a whole lot of NES games that really stand out to me to cover for, because I'm just not really that interested in some NES games. Maybe in the near future, maybe if they're popular enough, but like, not really. Maybe GameCube games, maybe. Like, I definitely want to complete Resident Evil 0 because I like Resident Evil a lot. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I have 0 through 4. For the GameCube of Resident Evil, so I'm just like, yeah, but I don't know if there's a lot of boss fights for that, so I don't know what I can do with it, but we'll see. You'll still see Sega Genesis, so don't worry about that. But before I start to ramble on, I just wanted to say another, like the 4th time, thank you, my fans. Thank you so much to all the viewers. You guys are all awesome. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here, so I appreciate everything that you guys do. I appreciate all the comments, the likes, the requests. Again, I said this in my last milestone video. Sorry for the slow response. And again, during this milestone, sorry for the slow response. I am getting to the requests. Don't worry, it's gonna happen. It's gonna take time. So, but I appreciate the requests a lot. You're awesome. You're all awesome. Thank you so much. And again, thank you to all my fans and viewers. Thank you, Corey Dick, for the constant assistance with the scripts and ideas. Appreciate it a lot. You're awesome, man. And everyone, take care, be safe, and remember, you're all awesome. That's the 3rd time I said that. And take care. Bye now.